Hey, what is up, everybody? It is No One Shall come back at you with an Eve Echoes video. Today, we're going to talk about some quality of improvements of my suggestion. I've been playing this game for a few weeks now. As you can see, I'm probably a few days behind some of you guys because a lot of you guys got the Can You already, and I haven't yet, so I haven't yet. So you see, I'm on day 27. So today, actually, right as you do this, let me leave the station and come right back quick because I can get the Battle Cruiser command at 4 right away. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's go back to the station quick and dock. And once we get back to the station, we're talking about some quality of improvements for Eve Echoes, which I think will greatly improve a lot of things. Some might be a little controversial and some might not be. So let's get into this. I'm going to leave the most controversial one to the very end because everyone's going to be like, no, this is Eve, la 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 la. But anyways, let's talk about basic stuff, such as when you're fleeting up, and let's say you finish a mission and you want to go on to the next one. So you guys gotta tell your guys, like, okay guys, you gotta go to your star map, and you guys got to click on it. You guys gotta go to your search function and search for where you were going. Why is that? Why isn't there a function in the game as a fleet commander or as a deputy just to click on the system, and when you click on the system, it gives you a fleet warp to the system? Why isn't there such setting like that in the game? That would save a lot of time for members. Instead of everyone just typing it in, trying to figure it out, why is there not a fleet like warp system? Like, we have inner systems of you can fleet in or you can jump through a gate together, but there is no system such as, hey guys, this is where we're going, this is where we're going. Or why isn't there a fleet beacon system? So the fleet lead or the deputy should be able to click on the map or click where you're going and put a beacon there before you even get there, so you guys can get there on time, or people want to sit there searching. It would help on both cases just to be able to know where it's at. It'll come up and it'll become like the normal fleet icon, and just click it and it'll send you on your way. And then the next thing is, well, I just talked about fleet beacons, so that's one of the things. But one of the biggest problems I have are the beacons, the locate here function, or the warp to function when in a story mission. The issue in a story mission, or just trying to warp to somebody in a story mission, when you click it, either one, it sends you right in the middle of the battle. Why is that? Why isn't it in everything else like a normal anomaly? You can hit locate here and it'll come right to you. Versus a story mission, it'll put you right in the middle of the battle. It's either they fix that part, or they add a function to, let's say your member has a story mission and you're in the system, it should be able to give you that anomaly on the map to be able to warp yourself in. It's another case of fixing it. That wouldn't be as bad. There's another one for logistic pilots, whatever you'll call them. So the fleet leader should be able to set actually no, this is not logic. This is So there should be like a traditional MMO. So you know how we have our icons up top for the member, or for our member, or who we're attacking? Why isn't there ones at the bottom that would be small little blue icons icons that you could activate yourself and be able to see individual people in your party? You'll have 10 on the bottom, or in this one you'll have 10 in a frame like we have normally, and be able to click them, see where their shields are at, see where everything is at. We have the follow system, that's cool, but it's not as helpful as just give us the circles. Have 10 little circles right in this area where you can see their armor and everything, to be able to quick click on them, quick get to them. It'd be way easier than anything else. Let's see what else we're looking at. So there's another issue I see blaring in this game. So when you hit a fleet target and it isn't forced to target, and sometimes they won't even attack the target, it should automatically force a target for the fleet. If the fleet leader or deputy need to get stuff done, you should be able to click it and everyone's fire changes instantly. Unless they're like tanks or something, they're trying to tank something out, that's cool. Let's see, there should be another loot system, a loot style system that the fleet lead could set to like a need versus greed system, to where even if you loot it, it'll be need versus greed, it'll randomize it, like 5 people need it, and you'll hit it, and it will just do a randomizer. Or it'll be a greed system. So if it's no one needs it, everyone's greed, it just randomizes it and throws it at your inventory, just like a traditional MMO, where it only lets you be able to get that wreckage. That would be a lot better in the game. So, because you guys have all these people just coming in all of a sudden, just hitting all those targets and just looting everything. Some of these guys like me, is you got my cyber fleet right there, and I can't get in the battle most of the time and pick any loot up because I'm sitting out there 50k, 45k, and in the middle of the battle, some of these wreckage are 100 from me, and sometimes they might be 160. I'll be able to warp to them if I get lucky, but That's a rare circumstance that I can't even get most of the time. So the other thing I would love in this game would be a movable UI. And what I mean by movable UI, so right now we already have a small movable UI, which isn't like fantastic. Let me start a fleet so I can show you what I mean. So let's go to the fleet and let's create a fleet. So I created the fleet. On the left side, you have your normal one, and you can, if it still works, you can move this one anywhere you want. The fleet commands wherever you want. You can put it here, 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 here. So this is the only real movable thing we have in the game. Why don't we be able to move anything in here? Like we can throw our chat window up top. We can take our fleet commands from at the bottom, grab our targeting, put it in the middle like a traditional MMO, and just stuff like that. I know phones have a limited real estate. Why not be able to turn certain things off? Like what system you're in. Or your quick menus right here, be able to turn them off at your will if you need to, if you want to get more screen real estate. Or be able to move your Discover system, this one right here, and be able to move it over here or wherever you need to. It's just small things like that would be amazing. I would help out. There's more things that get into, like they need more expanded corp systems, such as what a member contributes for a total for a month or for that time. So right now in corps, people gotta do spreadsheets, check daily. You see this member donated, type it up. This member donated, type it up. Why is there a system to give you totals? Like for the missions, the donations, or anything that you put to the corp, it should be one thing that highlighted says, hey, this is what this total member contributed. To be able to tell if they're actually actively participating or actually playing the game, to see who's contributing the most and who's doing the most for missions versus donations, yada yada yada. It just needs something like that. It would make it really nice. Here's a controversial one. People will probably ring me for this one. But drones. They shouldn't be able to be destroyed. It is the only weapon system in the game that you can destroy. Yeah, and the drones are so much money to get the drones. And I know if your ship goes, you get blown up. But if you die, then your drones will die anyway. So why not just make them undestroyable, unlike some of these guys, everything else, until the ship gets blown up. Because drones are costly. They're about, what, 8 to 12 million a piece, these medium drones. And that's gnarly for each one. So you have a total investment. Let's say you're on a Vexor, Navy issue, or a Vexor. You have 5 drones. So that's almost 60 million in ISK. Come on. Let's adjust that one. Other thing is, there needs to be no taxes, no broker fees on your COG chips, or just like that on Plex. My biggest issue is unless it's taxed to your corp, you have a major tax even when you're selling Plex. Let's say you sell 100 million Plex and there's a 15% tax on it, or whatever the tax is. It takes 15 mil, so technically you're out 15 mil on it. So it just doesn't make sense to me. The biggest issue, glaring issue I see in the game, people are torn between this one. You have their traditional E-players, and then you have the casual phone players. About the Warp Disruptor be able to pull you out of Autopilot. And I don't think that should be a thing. Why was the phone notification thing available? So let's say I'm going to Istogen or Isto, whatever you call it, or to Jita, and I set it and I'm like, oh Jesus, this is a 30-minute or 30 jump flight. I'm gonna go take a shower, make myself some eats, do whatever. Oh look, I made it there. Okay, cool. I get on, do my thing. Now it's possible. I know I gave Jita as a stupid example because that's in high sec area, you can't be hit. But let's say you're going down to let's go look at my map. Let's see what the closest null sec one is. So let's go down, wait for this darn thing to load. And let's say E02. So that one takes you through into nullsec areas. And let's say you're going to sell something. And you're sitting it out there. And someone's camping a gate. And pops you. You lose your cargo. And that notification system is no bueno. It's just no bueno at that point. If you're going to fly there and it's going to give you a notification system, then it should be a part of it should be your safe travel area. That should be safe travel no matter what, because you're gonna have these warp interdictor bubbles. They're able to stop you in place, which could be a whole nother can of worms. But it's just one of those ones, like, I don't think needs to be in the game. We can do enough PvP normally, and ganking people that isn't a fight is stupid in my opinion. That's just another version of it. I know people hate it. I know people don't like that thought, but that's my personal opinion. You can crucify me for it, but that's what I think, because this is a more casual game. If some people wanted to play EVE Online, they would have played EVE Online. This isn't EVE Online. This is a offshoot of EVE. and it is a whole new phone game. It's based on some of the same stories, same ideas, but it isn't EVE Online. That's a whole different beast. Remember, phones are supposed to be casual, and this is not a full-blown MMO to where the fact of we're going to spend days on end playing this game on just non-stop grinding, even though it is. Phones are starting to get the traditional aspect, but some people are playing casually, and you're going to chase more customers away by doing that. By just, if somebody can put you out of warp or mess your autopilot up and be able to pirate you right there, a lot more people are going to quit the game. You got to think smartly. Yeah, Care Bears, blah, blah, blah. You got to think more at the aspect of you want more customers, more paying customers, or just players in your game. You got to take that into account. And there's an exploit been going around. I know I don't know if anybody said it. Maybe a few others I think actually said it. But gate camping, there's an exploit for gate camping now, where somebody brings their ship out and they do an attack and then they just bolt that away from the gate. And the gate's cannons will just aim at that person, and the whole time they can just set the gate while destroying everything without any repercussions from the gate. They were doing it earlier today, and they were doing it at the stations, doing the same exact thing. Just pulling your target out and just pulling you out there, or pulling it out there so the cannons are only focused on that one dude that is far past his range, while guys are just ganking people left and right. Yeah, no. They should reset automatically and target whatever's closer in. Alright, this is my quality of life stuff for EVE Echoes, I wanted to say. I know a lot of it can be nitpicked at, but I want to throw it out there. Just my thoughts. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, throw them down at the bottom. Maybe I'll pass them on to the EVE Echoes community manager. He's really helpful and real responsive. He's an awesome guy. Alright guys, it's nowonshall signing out. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.